So today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a challenge, and as you can see by the title of the video, it involves with making characters and illustrating characters. So I'd like to explain something real quick before we get on to the video, that I've never done this sort of thing before in my life, meaning that I've never drawn actively while being recorded through OBS or anything like that. Most of the time when I'm drawing, I like to have headphones in. Do I have my headphones? Most of the time when I'm drawing, I like to use headphones, and I like to listen to music. Music helps me focus. So for this video, it's going to be a bit different. I've decided that I will record little sections with me talking, and in the sections that I'm not talking at all, I'll just have music on in the background and you can enjoy what I'm drawing. The point of the challenge today is very simple. I'm going to try and draw characters that's not my main OC, Atlas. For context, Atlas is my most drawn OC. Why? Because his design's the most simple. He's also the only OC that I have that's actually super developed. He has an ending. He also has an entire personality that's completely worked out, and he belongs in a world that's also pretty much fully figured out. So, I need to give some love to some other characters. So this video will help me give that love to the other characters I have, while also hopefully being entertaining for anyone else who wants to join along this journey. Alright, enough yapping now, alright? Hope you enjoy whatever I cocked up here. Cocked up? Is that even a term? Cocked up? Okay, anyway. Enjoy the video. So, for context, in my drawing stuff and such, I use Clip Studio Paint's 3D assets here quite a bit. They help. I do them with like the poses. I really like just like being able to set up the poses and stuff. And I know that some people have a gripe with it. Some people have an issue with it. And just saying that like I don't do this commercially. I just do it mainly for fun. This isn't like my path to become the next comic book artist or like an animator or something. This is just my path to just draw, basically. So we're gonna start simple. We're gonna start off with, well, okay, I can't draw Atlas. This is Atlas here. I can't draw him because he's my most drawn OC. The point of this challenge is to draw OCs that are not drawn like. I know the microphone quality is not the greatest. I'm sorry if it's not that great. I know that compared to my gaming content, that my microphone's actually much better. Well, kind of much better. Those Turtle Beaches I got, those headphones, that doesn't look like headphones. Scratch that. Those Turtle Beaches are kinda a good headset. The microphone I'm using for this video, like right now, is just the microphone on my. This is a webcam. Pretend that's a webcam. Okay? Well, that's the microphone that I'm using. Alright, enough yapping. We're going to start with this. So we're going to start with how I normally start. And I also mentioned that sometimes I'll not be talking. So, if you'll know when I'm not talking. I don't know, I'm trying to explain everything. You're not 4 years old, hopefully. My target audience is people around my age, so 20 years old. So if there's any parents in the background that some kid has like my video up in the background, please stop watching. Don't watch. You're not the intended audience. I don't know who I'll end up grabbing the audience of. I'm not even popular. I am just underground. I am 6 feet under. And with the whole AI YouTube bans going on, YouTube's probably just going to get rid of my channel if I even have a chance. But I'm going to still try. And I'm going to battle against AI. See this video as something to battle against AI with. Actually, I think I might incorporate the video as well, that I want to show some support to some artists I really like that I follow on both TikTok and Instagram, because they deserve as much love as much as I do. Yeah, that was a work. Alright, so before I stop talking, we're going to start with one of these OCs right here. Of course, these two are the same character, but So this is where we're going to start with Kristoffer. Kristoffer is going to be a father who's searching the wasteland to find his missing son. Sounds like a Fallout story. Or I think it was daughter now. Find his missing daughter. It's his daughter, not his son. Sounds like a Fallout story. And I'll be honest here, I kind of forgot that's actually one of the main plot lines in Fallout. I kind of forgot about that. So, yippee. Oops. But we're still gonna follow through with it. Anyway, that's Alice. That's not Kristoffer. So Kristoffer is a man who's in his, I want to say he's in his 40s, late 40s, maybe early 50s. And his hairstyle I'm not a big fan of. You can see right here in the top right, his hair looks weird. You can tell I don't know how to draw hair. His face shape, I am getting better at face shaping, learning that. He has a big nose. I do want him to have a big nose. I want him to have, not a big beard, like Atlas has a big beard, but he has more like a scruffy beard or something like that. I do want him to wear clothing that resembles maybe a lumberjack, or like, you can tell he's from the north of the United States. You can tell he lives in like North Dakota, Montana, Washington, maybe Alaska. I think I might make him Alaskan. He also has ripped jeans, but like underneath like his jeans, there's gonna be like, of course, warmth, double layering. Oh my god, I cannot pronounce for the life of me. I also want to make him strong, capable of like defending off himself and anyone else who may need it. It's quite obvious I don't know how to draw scarves and everything. I'm more of a landscape artist. Okay, forgive me for this. So I'm gonna go into focus mode, and I'll see you after I make some progress and explain what I've done. Okay. here is the rough sketch. Now, obviously, whenever put the 3D model back on, you can tell it's kind of traced on him a bit. And what I do to eliminate that issue is that I will retrace over with just the sketch line and start adding in the more like dynamic lines and try and really get that shape on his face that I am looking for. Also, I do want to change a few things about his look, because whenever I first made this concept art of him, this outfit here, I don't think I actually had references for him. I don't know if I'm going to include the section where I was looking up stuff on Pinterest to get an idea. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. To get like an idea or whatever. But I realized his outfit doesn't... I didn't know what I was trying to go for with this like little line part right here, so I did end up changing the outfit a little bit, and I figured out how scarves work from this reference image right here. Scarves are actually a lot bigger than I remember. I thought they were smaller, but it probably doesn't help the fact that the only scarf that I was thinking about in the top of my head was whenever in the ending of Fleeing the Complex, whenever Henry was presumed dead, his scarf was tiny, but I guess they're stickmen after all, so that's probably not a good idea to reference. I did end up changing his outfit a little bit. I was thinking about adding the jeans, like the belt specifically, but it only show up right here, and I think I'll just add that in the second sketch layer rather than in this rough little sketch. I do like how the jawline right here looks a little bit. I do want to try to make the the chin pop out just a little bit more and see how I feel about that. I think I really like this jacket here. This jacket looks nice. I think I might have him have this jacket or maybe this one. I really like this one as well. Now the lined clothing right here, I don't think that would fit him very well, but we'll give it a shot just to see how it goes. I like the new hair. The new hair is a lot better than what I had, because this hairstyle looks shit. This one actually looks pretty good, and I'm glad I pulled off some references on Pinterest. I also really like this hairstyle, but this felt too corporate compared to how this hairstyle looked. This hairstyle I like a lot more. Also, if you recognize like any of the men in the references I'm using, let me know, because I don't. Can't see it because the webcam's not on. But I literally picked up my boots. I picked up my actual boots, and I started looking at them. These are the boots that I wear during the winter time, and they're steel-toed, so they hurt like a motherfucker if I kick someone. But yeah, these are Wolverine brand boots. They're a really nice pair. They're not comfortable to wear, but they are great at protecting my feet. I wore them when I used to work at a factory job last year, before I had to quit from there because of college. But yeah, I'm thinking that he's going to be wearing boots and jeans, and then the shirt that goes underneath the jacket. I'm not too sure what to do with that. Not too sure if he's going to be wearing like just a normal white t-shirt or whatever you call this shirt that this guy is wearing in this picture. But yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with how this went, and we're going to continue. We're going to continue on and see you after I finish the next layer. this actually looks pretty damn good. Pretty happy with it. Alright, so now that you've seen the artwork, I've never done that before. So I didn't like how I drew Atlas's beard, so I thought about, what happens if I just make the beard part of the line art? And then since I've done this thing with shading for a bit now, where I will basically color in onto the lines. Of course, it doesn't look great here in this example, but basically I was thinking like, all right, so underneath I'll just have the line art already there, you know. So I think that'd be neat, and I think it'd be better. Also, if I made a change. I'll just have the one part of the scarf like it was in the original design, original concept, except just much larger. So scarf is right here. Let me remove the little layer and then just make this yellow so you can see, so I can visualize better. Show you. Scarf will just be right here to go on this like little line, this little flow like that, and this instead will be just part of the jacket. Inside here, it'll just be like little shadings right here to show that this is underneath the jacket. The shirt, I'm unsure what to do about still. I don't really know what to do for the shirt. I don't want him to have that line. I have decided the lines I was doing with the other one. Also, I did add a scar right here. That's supposed to be a scar. I think the scar is appropriate, and this is a very overdone scar type in media, but I think it looks cool. And when I do it a lot with like whenever you do like character customization of video games, I do it a lot there. The hair, I really like the hair. I really like how I drew it. It kind of reminds me of the main character in Expedition 33 with his hairstyle. I could be wrong on that. If you're bored right now, comment down below. Go right ahead. You can't hurt my feelings. This is the internet. Don't take that as a challenge though. Please don't actually try and hurt my feelings. Okay, so I'm gonna continue on. I'm gonna do the flats and the rendering at the same time, so I'm not gonna stop after I'm done with the flats. And I'll see you after that. So, that's Kristoffer, all rendered and stuff. I did a different rendering style. I barely used texture brushes. Though now after using the crosshatch brush and the dirty brush that I have downloaded from Clip Studio's asset library, it actually turned out better than I thought it would. Like, it looks better when it's on like that, when it's all textured like that. When I take it off, I mean, it still looks fine. I like both, personally. And there's the black outline, colored outline. See what it looks like without the colored outline. And with, oh yeah, it makes a little tiny difference, but one that I like. I like this Kristoffer better than this Kristoffer. It looks a lot better. There's of course things I could improve upon, like not making the thick outline of his nose so thick, or maybe adjustment to the eyes. But for right now, for just like this little completed art, and it's also midnight, this is actually pretty good. I like this. Did a good job. I captured exactly what I had hoped, and also improved upon things that were lacking. I improved the scarf. I improved his outfit just in general, gave him an actual outfit, made it a lot more lively. As you can see, his jeans look a lot better, and even though I didn't detail the belt, I never even thought about detailing the belt. I completely forgot it was there. But with the outline, you can tell that's supposed to be a belt. Some good details. I like when it comes to clothes and their folds, I kind of just go at it randomly and hope that it looks good. Because like if you look at it from afar, like I zoomed out pretty much a bit, you can tell they are clothing folds. Are they done a good job? That's up to each person, subject to their own opinion. But for me, it's good enough, and for me, that's pretty good. I did a pretty good job on the clothing folds this time. I say this challenge was a success. And if you want to see more videos like this that's based off just artworks that I draw and everything, let me know down below in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, show some support if you want. If you don't have to though, that's fine. And I hope that you guys, whoever you are, brothers, sisters, friends of all, have a very great rest of your day or night.